Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in my this particular video, I am going to talk about right skewness, okay, or positive skewness, right? So in my previous video, I have discussed about data distribution. I have discussed about what is left skewness, what is the comparison in between mean and median in case of left skewness. We have seen how to correct left skewness, right? What interpretation we can get from the distribution and box plot for left skewed data, right? What is the problem if you directly apply left skewed data in machine learning, that will be biased, right? All these things I have discussed. You can check my previous video. Now this time I have taken on right skewed data, okay? The dataset again will be posted in the description box or in the comment section. First, let me plot the histogram and show you the distribution. I am drawing for 20 bins. Okay, I hope what is meant by bins in histogram you know. That is nothing but this vertical bar type graphs. Okay, each one small vertical, this with some width and height. These particular parts are called basically bins, right? If you just see the histogram, the shape of the histogram clearly tells us that majority of the data set is concentrated in the smaller values of x, and that is still present in the right hand side. Okay, small number of values, okay, are present in the right hand side which are having quite high value. Tail is in the right hand side. So with respect to outliers point of view, we can say there is a possibility that outlier present in which direction? Positive direction. So again, see here, histogram is giving us the idea about the direction of the outlier. Whether for left skewness, what is the outlier? Outlier is present in the negative direction. For the right skewness, we can see at very high value of x, small number of data are present. These are basically nothing but showing the direction of outlier in the positive side. That is, higher values of outliers are present compared to our original data, which are basically concentrated in this smaller range of x, right? So this information we are getting from this particular distribution, which is basically positively skewed or right skewed. Positive skewed because it is having tail in the positive direction, some outlier values in the positive direction. Okay, you can check skewness, skewness, skewness of x, you will be getting positive value. That means positively skewed, right? Then what extra information? I have interpreted the histogram as what it is indicating. It is indicating that there is a possibility that outliers will be present at higher values of x. Let us verify with box plot. Box plot of x. Run and see here in the box plot you will be getting one positive plus symbol. Okay, at the higher part. Okay, that is clearly indicating outlier is present at higher values. Okay, positive outliers. Okay, right? So the outlier direction we can have a clear idea from the distribution. Now coming to mean and median. Okay, let me take one small data set. Okay, so x equal to 1 2 3 4 5 100 110 8 9 2 and 3, right? So can you tell me what is happening with this data? This data is nothing but actually most of the data points are concentrated at smaller values, but some outliers are present which are like 100 110 like that. Okay, like this data is one smaller version of this data which we have considered. For in this large data, when I have shown in the histogram, we have seen that outliers or small amount of large values are present at higher values of x. Similarly here also we can see that small number of high values are present, although most of the data are concentrated at lower values, right? So now you can check mean of x. Again, apply the same concept as discussed earlier. Mean is going to be affected by outlier. So as I am having higher values which are basically acting like outlier, so mean will be higher. Okay, mean is going to be affected. See, mean is going to be 22.4545. Okay, and check the median. Okay, median of x, see 4, right? So what you can understand, median is 4, which is a good representative of our this data set, because median never affected by outlier. But if you check mean, which is 22.45, which is much deviated from most of the small data point of our data set because of presence of this outlier. So as outliers are present at higher values of x, so what is happening, mean is going to be increased, it is affected by outliers. So what we can conclude from this discussion, that for the data set which is basically having outliers at the higher values of x in the positive side, that time mean is going to be greater than median, right? That's what we have interpreted here. Now let me show you the same concept is going to apply here in this bigger data set or not. Okay, I will write display of mean of my data set, right? Display of median of my data set, right? Control A and evaluate selection. See what mean and what median we are getting. Mean we are getting as 23.5146, median we are getting as 23, clearly indicating mean is greater than median or median is lesser than mean. That means the data set is positively skewed or right skewed, or tail is present in the right hand side, or outlier direction is in the positive side, or we can say outliers are present at higher values, not in lower values, right? All this conclusion we can do using the simple statistics mean and median, whether mean is greater than median or whether mean is lesser than median, right? Now the next concept comes how to correct this. Okay, we have got this skewed data. Now we need to convert this to Gaussian standard Gaussian distribution which is symmetric, right? Why we need? Because you can understand. See, suppose you are going to train one machine learning model using this data set. What might happen, as most of the data is concentrated at lower values at this region, the higher values very less amount of data is present. So our machine learning model, whatever we are going to train using this skewed data, is going to perform well for smaller values of x but not well for larger values of x, right? So this is kind of biased model we are going to form. But if you want to increase the accuracy, you need to make the model, adjust the model or transform the data to Gaussian distribution, standard distribution which is symmetric. So as a result it will perform well for all possible data set, right? So how to do that? See, try to understand what we need to do. We need to apply such transformation or such technique for which smaller values of x, the data is not going to affect it that much, but for higher values of x, it is going to decrease the values, right? So I hope you can understand. Suppose I am having the data 1, 2, 3 and 100. So we need to apply such transformation which will not change the smaller values much but decrease the values which are having high value. Okay, decrease the data which is present at higher value, decrease this 100 value. Okay, so what we can do, see, just apply log 10. Okay, this is called log transformation. Take log of all the values and hit enter. See what we are going to do. The smaller values are not that much affected, it is remaining smaller only, but the larger value which is actually very much high compared to all other values which are basically small in this data set is going to decrease. The difference is decreased, right? So this is one way. You can take log transformation or you can take square root transformation, SQRT. Okay, you can apply of this data 1, 2, 3 and 100, right? See here what we are getting. See, previously our dataset was 1, 2, 3 and 100, huge difference in between 100 and rest of the values. But when you are taking square root, what is happening? Smaller values are not that much changing. Okay, gap is almost kind of okay. But see, the larger value is compressed very much and we are getting 10. The difference in between the rest of the data points is decreased, right? And this, why this is happening, you can clearly get the idea if you just draw the graph of square root or log. Okay, CLC, clear all, close all, sims, symbolic expression I am using, sims x. Okay, f plot for plotting using symbolic expression x and log 10 base x. Okay, if I just run Control A and evaluate selection, see what kind of graph, what is the graph of log x we are getting, where base is 10. Obviously it is going to take some time, okay, because this is, we are plotting for symbolic expression, right? So let's wait for some time. sims x f plot x comma log 10 base x. So it is taking bit more time. Let me just cancel this and run once more. So here, see, this is what is graph of log x. What you can see that if I just zoom this smaller part, okay, let me just zoom. See, for smaller values, not that much compression is happening, okay, almost equal. But if you keep on increasing the value, see, at value 5 it is up reaching, actually y value is reaching up to 0.5, okay, that is it is compressing the higher values, okay. As a result, there are some values which are present at very large magnitude in x direction, those are compressed, and the difference in between rest of the data set which are actually clustered or concentrated at lower values is basically the difference is decreasing, right? Similarly, you can apply square root sqrt of x, you will be getting the same, okay. Square root also graph is looking like such that smaller values it is not going to affect that much, but as the value increases it is going to compress the values, right? Now this is okay. Let's apply the same on dataset, whatever we have positively skewed dataset, and see whether it is changing the distribution or not, okay. So I'll write figure hist of square root of x, okay, and 20 bins only I am going to plot. Let's see whether our this transformation, which is also called square root transformation, is changing the distribution from positive skewness to Gaussian distribution or not. See, it is doing that perfectly. See, this one is positive skewed data, original one, figure 1, and if you see the figure 2, which is output of the square root transformation, see, it is much better and almost taking like Gaussian distribution, not kind of tail we are observing in the higher values, okay. You can take log 10 transformation, okay, log 10, okay, you can get very good result, right? So see, fine distribution, Gaussian distribution, standard Gaussian distribution we are getting. So this is what is the algorithm to convert the positively skewed data to Gaussian distribution, okay. So what we have done, why I have done, I have told you, we can take log 10, we can take square root, because for this kind of graph we have seen the property that it is compressing the higher values, right? So similarly, one more function is taken, okay, that is 1 by x, okay, that is reciprocal function. What we do here basically, if you just check reciprocal of the graph, right, so you can see for positive part only, if I draw, you can consider, let me just make this bigger, just consider from 0 onwards, okay. So what is happening, it is decreasing at higher values of x, and that's what we require. We need to apply such transformation which will not affect that much in the smaller values but decrease the higher values, right? So see, as x is increasing, the graph is decreasing, right? So you can apply this transformation, which is also called reciprocal transformation, in removing the right skewness or positive skewness. So what we have learned, 3 transformation, one is reciprocal transformation, one is square root transformation, one is log transformation, right? We have seen how the histogram is giving us the outlier direction for positive skewness. The histogram is giving us the idea that outliers are present at higher values. Same box plot also giving us the information. Same skewness is giving us the information. And for this kind of distribution, we have also understood and visualized that mean is going to be greater than the median, right? Because mean is affected by the higher outliers, whereas median is not, right? So all these concepts keep in mind before going to data cleaning, before going to machine learning model creation, okay? Then your accuracy of the model will increase, right? Because if you train your model with skewed data, then it might happen that it is working perfectly at higher or lower values of x depending on the distribution, but not for generalized or all values. If you want to create such model which will work perfectly with respect to any values of x, then you should require one Gaussian distribution which is basically symmetric with respect to all values of x, right? So this is what I wanted to show you. I hope you have understood this concept. Dataset will be provided in the description box or in the comment section. If you want, you can check there. Thank you for watching.